It's tournament time at the Berry Auditorium. Boys Division III final action as Hazen takes on South Royalton. Hi everybody, I'm Bill Croney along with Ray Lemire, bringing you all the action from Max Sports films and videos as these top two teams in Division III square off to see who'll bring home the hardware.
And once again, Bill, we have a couple of teams here that combined records of 42-4, top two teams in their division. It's what every tournament wants to see, the number one seed versus number two. We've got an enthusiastic crowd. We've got two teams here that have been on fire all season long. As a matter of fact, Hazen at 21-2, their only two losses of the year came to Division II teams. South Royalton is a team that has been hot all year long. It's going to be a showdown between two great shooters, Nevin Fulcher and Dan Judkins.
And these two teams met once on the regular season with Hazen winning it 62-48.
That was the night that South Royalton was without David Manning, who scored 27 points in the semifinals here.
That was then, this is now, and now is Championship Saturday at the Berry Auditorium. Hazen against South Royalton, and now down under the court for the pregame ceremonies.
For the 2005 Division III State Championship game between the number 2 seed, 21-2, from South Royalton, a 5'8" sophomore, number 12, Pete. Jack. Division III State Championship game for South Royalton, a 6-foot junior number 44.
Well, if a rough rehearsal means a great performance, I'm looking forward to a terrific ball game, Ray Lemire.
It should be a great ball game. We've got, as I said earlier, we've got teams with guys who can shoot. In Hazen, Dan Judkins, by the way, keep an eye on him for three-pointers. He holds the school's single game record, 11 threes in just one game. David Manning scored 27 in the semis. Nevin Felcher 25. Paul Manning 25. Both teams can shoot the lights out, Bill.
Brad Mader, 6'7", senior from Hazen in the white, hops it up against Jordan White, 6'5", junior from South Royalton. So White's in the blue, which is kind of confusing. Referee Jack DePalma, the umpires Ken Douglas and Bill Noyes. Hazen gets the tip. Here's LeMay. He almost made it to the Mad Bomber category against BFA Fairfax. I think he hit 3. Inside Judkins for the first shot of the night or afternoon, and he is called for the walk.
As I said, Judkins, the man who holds the single game record, 11 threes in one game. They cannot afford to lose him early.
7:55 left to go in the first, just underway. Here's South Royalton coming back quickly. And Manning shot, nope. Hazen, good transition, got up there quickly.
That's one thing we'll see is two teams that like to run. They work their best offense when they run.
And they got some speed, both of them. That one was off the mark by Mader. Manning cleared it out to Nevin Fulcher. Nevin Fulcher, that name sounds more like a lacrosse name to me, doesn't it? I mean,
it's a historic name in South Royalton.
Yeah, it is. Inside for Manning. Nope, traveling. Well, 45 seconds of up and down play, but nobody on the board yet.
I think it's called the odd jitters.
Judkins way outside. Here's Southworth for 3. Kristen Southworth. That kind of has a lacrosse ring to it as well. There's Fulcher inside for the banker for South Royalton.
25 points in the semifinals.
3-2 Hazen. Wildcats with the pumpkin inside Mader, yes.
That was a nice move because he was blocked as he went to the right side of the basket, simply moved over to the left side.
Nevin Fulcher fakes, now fires from the baseline. Got it.
Fulcher gets on fire early, then South Royalton's going to go on a roll.
It's Hazen 5 and Nevin Fulcher 4 right now with 6:23 to go in the first. There's LeMay near side. Left it off for McCarthy, but Hazen will load it up again outside. Mader down low, spins around White and gets 2.
And now Mader, who scored 24 points in the semis, is having his way down low. They may have to double him up down there.
Here's Manning inside. Nice shovel pass underneath. Manning. That was Paul Manning to David Manning. And that personal foul whistled against Hazen.
Yeah, that's on Patrick McCarthy. His first, team's second.
And that will send David Manning, a 6-foot junior, to the free throw line. Paul Manning and David Manning in the starting lineup for South Royalton. First one is good. 5:54 to go in the first, a 7-5 Hazen lead. Manning looking to cut that down to 1 digit. And he does. Single-digit lead for the Wildcats as they come to forecourt in Southworth. For Mader, has to chase it down. There's McCarthy inside. That's a little short. Manning the rebound. David Manning. He's going to go coast to coast. Backhand layup will not fall. He's called for the walk.
Moves pretty well for a big man, though.
Certainly does. Wanted to take it coast to coast himself, but turned it over.
Right now, both teams, one player looking for a way to spark their team on a run. Get the crowd really going.
Inside Mader. That just may be the guy for Hazen.
6 points, all of them coming down low.
6 of his club's 9, the other 3 from Southworth. Nevin Fulcher counters at the South Royalton end. 5'9" senior Kevin Fulcher has 6 of the 8 points for South Royalton. Inside for Mater, and the big guy rolls it in.
I'll tell you what, Bill, they've got to find a way to double him up.
They got to get
He's going
somebody.
to have a field day down there.
Either that or get somebody with some bulk and muscle to push against him. Don't let him establish his position. Nice backdoor pass underneath for Lee Cross. 11-10, South Royalton. South Royalton in a what looked like a 1-3-1, but now, yeah. Of course, after 2 passes, every zone's a 2-3 anyway.
Yeah.
Mater down low. McCarthy out for Judkins. No. There's a rebound for Jordan White. Substitution checking in the ball game for Hazen. Jamin Smith checks in.
And Judkins checks out.
So Jamin Smith for the Wildcats. First substitution we've seen on the night. Hazen takes the turnover.
Yeah, they got 2 bodies on Mater now.
There's Jamin Smith off the bench for 3.
That's a way to announce your arrival, huh?
Yeah. Wow. 14-10, Hazen. Inside Manning, Paul Manning. Nope, tip David Manning, got the roll.
We may wind up in the 70s or 80s here at this rate.
There's Mater, nice spin move on that right side, drops it in, draws the foul. 1 and 1. So, Mater with 10, chance for 11.
Foul on David Manning.
McCarthy comes out, and Eddie Kish comes in. He didn't have him with points the other night in the semifinal, but he certainly was a force to be reckoned with for Hazen.
Mater 11 points in the first quarter in the first 5 minutes.
There's Nevin Fulcher, lights it up for 3.
9 points for him.
Wow. 17-15, Hazen by 2. There's LeMay. His first 3 of the
Here's the question of the day. How do you spell defense?
Wow. Underneath. That was Manning. Oh, Jordan White, excuse me, got that one.
Whoa, someone missed.
Whoa. I got a feeling these 2 teams think defense is what you use to keep Indy cows. Man, I want to tell you. Whoa. 20-17, Hazen.
That foul was on Eddie Kish, by the way.
There's David Manning, nope. And Mater had a little competition but pulled it down. There's LeMay. LeMay for Smith. Jamin Smith again for 3, out of bounds. Over the top of the backboard. Remember the ground rules. If it hits the very top of the backboard and nothing else, it's in play. If it's the side of the backboard and nothing else, it's in play. But if it hits the supports or the crossbars on the supports, it's out of bounds. Here's David Manning well away from the hoop. He's going to take it in. And he's going to be called for the charge.
That's 2.
So David Manning's got a pair.
Get a West Farnsworth in the game quickly.
2:41 to go in the first. 20-17 Hazen. And we will see Farnsworth check in. Mater turns and fires. Got it. Boy, he's filling it up.
13 points.
He is filling it up for Hazen. Try to go outside for Farnsworth, but swinging around is Lee Cross. Boy, Jamin Smith right there tight with him defensively. Inside, little roll for Jordan White. Boy, you put your head down to mark something in the scorebook and somebody else has
got 5
the ball
points.
through the hole. Yeah, 5 points have been scored. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. There's LeMay going for Kish. Lost it. Lee Cross comes up with it. He played a fine game the other night, too.
Lee Cross is a fiery player.
He certainly is. I didn't have him with points the other night, although I may have just put down the big scorers when I filled out this score sheet yesterday. But I don't. Here's Cross. Got it.
Got 5 points here.
He's got 5 right now, and we're knotted at 22. We're on a pace for 88 or better. if this keeps up. There's Mater on the baseline, banked it home.
Heck, if this pace keeps up, Mater may score 60. He's got 15 in the first quarter.
Manning threw it off. It's a loose ball. Picked up Hazen. Grabbed by Southworth. For LeMay. Jamin Smith thought about the three. Now LeMay will do the Mad Bomber routine. Short and controlled by the Royals with 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 24-22, Hazen.
The question is, at this pace, can they keep it up or do they run out of gas?
They'll be bringing oxygen in at halftime. That's for the announcers. The heck with the players. White, no. And finally, South Royalton's Manning brings it out, fires it back. Nope. That's Paul Manning who took the shot. Jamin Smith of Hazen. Hazen's got Mater posted up real high, and there's nobody really on him per se. Now they battle down low underneath with Farnsworth, but outside the shot rattles and won't go for LeMay. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. 24-22, Hazen. And Farnsworth gets two. Wes Farnsworth, 6'4" junior, his first two. Excuse me, Fulcher again, my error. Fulcher will fire at the horn. Hits the rim, and we're even at 24 after one quarter. Hazen and South Royalton. I don't know how I came up. Well, you can't get much more evenly matched than this, Ray Lemire.
24-24. Let's take a look at the leading scorers in the game. Brad Mater with 15 for the Wildcats and 11 points for Nevin Fulcher for the Royals. This is going to be a shootout at this pace, and we've noticed a lot of substitutions from Coach Aaron Hill and Jeff Thomas trying to keep these players fresh.
And trying to confuse the old-time announcers. And doing a darn fine job at that, I might add. So the Royals will get it to start the second quarter. Nick Enright in the ball game for South Royalton. Here's Paul Manning. He's being watched outside by McCarthy. They throw it away. .7:43 to go in the half. We're knotted at 24, and I'm sure that South Royalton coach Jeff Thomas feels that was a wasted opportunity, a wasted possession.
Right.
They didn't even get a shot off when they did that. Here's Mater. He'll turn around and pick up. No, he doesn't pick up where he left off.
Okay, so he is human.
He is human,
You've
right.
discovered that. That's good.
Also in the game for Hazen, Sam Chavanet. On the baseline, Farnsworth traveling with it. So Hazen going to the bench too. 1, 2, 3 substitutes have been used by Hazen. 2 for South Royalton so far. Mater in a crowd and decides to get it back out and around to the top.
And he had triple coverage that time.
Wow, I guess. Talk about drawing a crowd. Here's Mater, free for a moment, and stripped loose from behind by Enright. And I think is Mater going to get nailed for reaching back?
I think so.
Yeah, Mater reaching back commits his first personal foul. That's the 4th team foul on Hazen. 7 minutes to go in the first half.
You get the sense that in a game like this, we look at free throws missed.
All the way down underneath is Farnsworth, pumps and missed money. Tipped up, got chased down his own rebound though.
Oh, what a pass.
Enright, and he misses the layup.
Don't overlook the pass though, that was brilliant.
Into McCarthy, that was a great pass, you're right. Into McCarthy's fouled by Paul Manning. That'll be the 4th team foul against South Royalton. Team fouls now even at 4. But yeah, they just, you have the feeling right now that South Royalton wants to switch ends and get the other rim.
Yeah.
And Hazen, nope, they can get it in the backcourt.
We had unbelievable scoring in the first quarter. We've played a minute and a half of the second with no scoring.
And that's off the foot of Lee Cross. And coming out is Chavanet, and in is Preston Southworth. 6:33 to go in the half. Waiting for somebody to break the scoring ice here in the second quarter. Traveling out front, Judkins did a little dance before he got rid of the ball. Wasn't quite the Buffalo Shuffle, but it was a little something that the official did not think was quite right. Here's Nick Enright. Fulcher and Enright play a little catch. Enright lost it.
This has been the complete opposite of the first quarter,
Yeah.
when virtually everything they did, nothing could go wrong for either team.
Right.
Now nothing can go right.
Enright has the most embarrassed player in the auditorium for a while because of the way that one happened to him. On top, Judkins is bumped by Enright. So that's the 15th. Yeah, the 15th foul. Are they going to post that as number 4? Maybe what have you got for team fouls?
That's 3. I have 3.
Okay,
4.
that's
Excuse
their
me,
fourth
4.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Manning has 2.
Well, I guess as soon as the whistle goes up, they post the number.
They post the number.
So that's where I was getting hung up. Okay. All right, Enright will come out, and Adam Lyman will check into the ball game. So Adam Lyman is in. There's the pop outside by Southworth. And Lyman the rebound just onto the floor. Gets a touch to let him know he's in the ball game. That's always helpful. Fulcher with the dribble. Fulcher going to pull up for 3. No.
He
Way
doesn't miss
out
often.
to LeMay. No, and he was on line with it. It just was a little bit off the mark. But it's like being a little bit dead or a little bit pregnant. It just isn't going to work. McCarthy wants to go down low to Mater. Back to McCarthy. Looking to battle. Look at the battle down low for Mater.
Yeah.
They're closing in on him. And as soon as he gets it, 3 defenders close. Manning will pick that one up. Paul Manning.
He's got 2. David Manning's got 2.
So not a shooting violation, but it is the 5th team foul on South Royalton. 24 apiece, 5:28. We have played 2 minutes and 32 seconds in the second quarter. Nobody has scored. And we were on pace for a 90-plus point ball game in the first quarter. Here's inside Mater.
17 points for Brad Mater.
26-24 Hazen. Cross starts in, takes the shot, gets 2.
7 points for Lee Cross. Here we go again. Back and forth action.
Inside for Mater, wide open, gets it. Nice pass too.
Great look in.
Mater is just burning up the nets here in this first half.
He had 24 in the semis. He's got 19 already here in the first half.
There's White for 3, little long. Lyman the rebound, back out for Lee Cross. White in the paint. He'll find Farnsworth, who misses the shot. And Tristan Southworth, check that, Troy LeMay. Down low to Mater, he's going to go to the hole and get 2 more.
21 points in the first half. He's becoming a legend already.
Wow.
It's one of the legendary performances up here.
21 points in a quarter and a half.
In a quarter and a half, that's true. Less than a quarter and a half.
It's 4:10 left to go. 4:10, that's a good name for a shotgun. I think that's about the only way that South Royalton's going to be able to stop him.
Yep.
There's Cross for 3. And Nevin Fulcher.
He's got 14, gets him right back in it.
Fulcher for 3, 30-29, 1 point lead for Hazen. Mater kicks it back outside. Here's the 3 by Southworth. He's got it.
Even when South Royalton puts 2 to 3 bodies on Mater, he's not selfish about it. He just kicks it back out to the open man.
Underneath is Farnsworth, and he's got it.
See, some great passing in this game, and let's not overlook that.
Turnaround shot, no good for Mater. That doesn't happen too much. Fast break. Ahead of the pack is Cross, and he pays the price. I guess you could say he had to cross the bear.
He did. Judkins got his money's worth. That's 2 fouls on Dan.
Man, he went crashing into the mats.
And again, mass substitutions.
It's like David Manning checking back in for South Royalton. Fulcher will come over. Is Fulcher coming to the bench? Yep, he's coming out. Cross. Fulcher's gonna.
Nice catch, Coach Thomas.
Yeah.
Fulcher fired the water bottle back at him, and Jeff Thomas, coach, just sort of caught it backhanded.
So 5 team fouls apiece. Fulcher from the right side, little long. Manning the rebound, back up, and yes. 33 apiece. 3:05 to go in the half. Southworth. Southworth on the right. Evan Fulcher with him. Nobody on Jamin Smith. He takes the 3 ball and misses it. David Manning will clear it out for South Royalton. 2:46 to go in the half. The game knotted at 33. Cross way outside. Inside for Lyman in a crowd. Off the mark, Jamin Smith for Hazen. They waste no time. The Wildcats quickly to forecourt. Southworth cranks for 3 and drops it home.
That is his 3rd three-pointer of the game.
He is now a journeyman Mad Bomber.
They've hit 5 threes. South Royalton's had 3 of them.
Fulcher on the baseline. His club down by 3. Now make it 1.
16 points for Nevin.
2:06 left to go in the first half. 36-35. Hazen. Here's LeMay. Tristan Southworth. No. Rebound for South Royalton and David Manning. His club down by 1 with 1:48 to go in the first half. Manning going to start in. Nice feed underneath for the little banker by Jordan White. That was a nice pass.
South Royalton has perfected the inside pass. Most of them the bounce pass. And Hazen hasn't been able to stop it all afternoon.
37-36 South Royalton. Mader the rebound and puts it back up. No, I believe he's going to pick up the charge.
2 fouls.
So Mader picks up the charge. That'll be the 6th team foul on Hazen. 1:25 left to go in the first half. Mader's going to come out wisely. Aaron Hill's going to put him on the bench. Save him for the second half.
Right.
And McCarthy comes back in. Patrick McCarthy, 6'4". Steal by Hazen. Blocked as Southworth went to fire it up, and Manning got it. David Manning, what a block. Evan Fulcher, top of the key for 3. No. McCarthy for Hazen with a rebound. 1:06 left to go in the half, and slowing it up is Troy LeMay. I don't know if these clubs can operate at a slower speed.
I don't think they can.
We haven't seen them do it yet. That was up, taken away by South Royalton. Little over the head pass from Cross to Fulcher. Fulcher lost it a little bit, shovels it over to Cross. He'll crank for 3, in and out. And
I'll tell you what, South
Whistle on the
Royalton doesn't
rebound.
settle for just any 3-pointer. They're long 3-pointers.
Well, if he takes one more step backward, he falls out of the into the granite quarries. He's beyond the parking lot. He's over Main Street.
That foul, by the way, was on Jordan White, his first.
So Jordan White picks up the personal foul.
Team fouls each at 6 with 46 seconds to go.
LeMay calling the set play, which for this ball game has been get it down and up as quick as you can, and he does so. LeMay the bomb for 3. 37, Hazen. With time running out in the first half, they go to Lyman. Here's Cross. Had a notion for 3, 26 seconds. Fulcher. 24 seconds to go in the half. Fulcher will back it up. 39-37 Hazen. Fulcher being watched carefully by Southworth. Fulcher. He had Farnsworth come over, but he goes to Cross. 9 seconds. They'll come back around out on top for Fulcher for the long 3. No. And that will just about do the first half. They will not get any more away. We're halfway home in the Boys Division III championship in the year 2005, and it's a dandy. At the half, it's Hazen 39 and South Royalton 37.
Indeed, they deserve the number 1 and 2 seeds, no question about it.
And as we said, they met once in the regular season. Hazen won it 62-48, but you have to think that game must have been closer than that score would indicate. Hazen getting it to start this half. Here's Judkins on top. Now inside to Mader, he had a big first half and picks up where he left off.
He has 23 points, folks. He has over half of Hazen's points.
Oh, you're doing the math now. I've got some stats, incidentally. When we get a break, I can give you too. Inside, that one's going to go against Hazen. Looked to me like it was on Troy LeMay.
You were right.
From the field, South Royalton 16 of 32, which is darn close to half, 50%. And Hazen 16 of 29 for 55%.
Wow.
Little bunny inside won't go for David Manning. 41-37 Hazen. For Mader, back door pass, up and in.
Starting out the same way he had in the first half.
You got a guy 6'7", you're using him. There's Cross for three.
That is his second three. He's in double figures.
Substitution checking in. Jordan White comes out. Wes Farnsworth comes in for South Royalton.
We have seen 10 three-pointers today. 6 out of Hazen, 4 now out of South Royalton.
Well, we got to get counts on who's got what. Tristan Southworth is the beyond the apprentice Mad Bomber. He's reached the journeyman category. And Nevin Fulcher has 2 for South Royalton. And neither team is afraid to fire it up. Bad pass, picked off, grabbed off by Manning. Paul Manning, coast to coast, up and in.
His first points of the game.
43-42, the Hazen lead is 1. Inside Mader, hello.
There is no stopping that young man.
The only way you can do it is to put 2 people behind him and not let him turn like that, but somebody's going to be free. David Manning follows.
That was great hustle by David. Missed the shot, charged in, got the rebound, took it strong to the glass.
And
then intercepted a pass.
45-44 Hazen. Fulcher puts South Royalton on top.
David Manning's just had an incredible 20 seconds.
46-45 South Royalton. And McCarthy goes into the cheap seats but made the save. Mader spinning, runs into a stone wall, banks it up, doesn't get it. That's how they're going to have to do it. Not let him make that turn. Don't give him the room. Here's Paul Manning for Cross underneath. And timeout Hazen, 5:53 to go in the third. It's South Royalton 48 and Hazen 45. But that's what they're going to have to do, not let him maneuver. You know, you can't beat him with a height, but if you can't,
no, you can't
swing around on you and get that space.
That's the first time out of this game.
First one I got.
30 seconds out for Hazen.
48-45, South Royalton. Boy, the auditorium is just rocking right
man,
now.
I'll tell you.
And rightly so.
I don't think there's an empty seat here.
Here's Southworth way out on the right. Southworth and LeMay, the backcourt for Hazen. That sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? Southworth and LeMay. Traveling violation on Hazen. It will be South Royalton ball now against some full court pressure. We haven't seen a lot of that today. Up to David Manning. He'll go challenge Mader, but off to Cross, and no, hung it up on the rim. Tipped outside, and Chabonnet picks up the loose ball for Hazen. Back for LeMay. 5:23 to go in the third. There's LeMay over on the right. Mader, high post, watched by Farnsworth. 5:14 to go, and a steal by David Manning. Fast break ahead, almost ahead of the pack, but taken back by Mader for Hazen.
Well, at 6'7", you'll pick off a few of those passes.
Finds LeMay. He'll stop and pop from 10. Nope. David Manning pulls it down for South Royalton.
I don't know if they're tired, but I'm breathing hard just watching them.
Manning the long 2. That comes down on the near side and pulled down by Tristan Southworth for Hazen. Mader. We got a charging violation after the pass called against Hazen and Tristan Southworth.
His first, second for the team.
4:42 to go in the third. 48-45 South Royalton.
For the most part, these two teams are running back and forth too fast to commit fouls.
They can't catch up with each other.
Can't.
And Paul Manning, yes.
That's a nice play. Paul had nowhere to go with the pass. Just took the shot.
Approaching the midway point in the third quarter. South Royalton has come from behind. There's Southworth for 3. Nope. Manning the flat-footed rebound.
Easy rebound for Manning. Only one there.
Nobody there. Nevin Fulcher, nice dish off inside. Knocked loose, picked up Fulcher. He'll put it back, and that's an air ball. Mader will gloam it. Hazen will rush back. He'll fire it down to Chevrolet. Here comes Mater, and we got a traveling violation on Mater. Timeout going to be called. Hazen, 3:59 to go in the third. South Royalton 50 and Hazen 45. That's a 60-second timeout. Midway through the third quarter, and it's a 5-point lead for South Royalton following the Hazen timeout.
Well, through the first 4 minutes of this quarter, Bill, it's a 13-6 run for the Royals.
And well, it's basically South Royalton 13, Brad Mater 6 in the third quarter.
There you go.
He has 27 on the afternoon. Cross for David Manning. Manning will look for a little help. He had Fulcher out there, but decided to come to the near side instead. Goes to Paul Manning. Manning, inside, taken away by Troy LeMay. They go down low to Mater. Watch how close they're playing Mater now. Put a little pressure on him, not letting him make that turn. Got Farnsworth on Mater, and as soon as Mater comes in, they were collapsing on him when he's down low. He's up on the high post now. Inside, McCarthy draws the crowd. And way out for Southworth. Yes, for three.
That's his fourth of the game. He doesn't bother with the 2-point stuff. Everything's threes.
He's buying his toolkit. Farnsworth went in, missed it, got his own
good hustle
shot back, and it will be David Manning. Inside for Cross, and Lee Cross hits.
Cross with 14 points.
And he's got 7 of them here in the third quarter. 52-48 South Royalton. 2:50 left to go in the third. Southworth way outside to Mater. Hazen working the perimeter. I've been watching down low to see how South Royalton is trying to battle Mater. Inside from McCarthy, got behind the defense.
Patrick's first 2 points of the day.
Against the full court pressure. David Manning. He's going to stop and pop himself, and doesn't rattle down for him, but Paul Manning, the putback, got it.
Manning 6 points, all of them here in the third quarter. Strong weak side rebound and putback.
Mater with a charge. Oh my, that's 3. That's a biggie. That's 3 on Brad Mater. And that was your classic textbook, draw it on the chalkboard, take pictures, put it in the textbook, charge foul.
Yep.
I mean, that was just, the defender had established position. The offensive player bowled him over.
Absolutely. Eddie Kish takes his place.
So Mater will have to take a seat now. Kish is
Hazen
a 6-foot
just got a lot
senior.
smaller.
Yeah, you're giving up 7 inches in height. And not to mention the floor management skills that Mater has as well. Here's Cross for 3. In and out. And Manning went up for the rebound and got undercut. Troy LeMay.
2 on Troy. And that's team foul number 4 already. South Royalton is yet to commit a foul here in the second half.
1:57 to go in the third, 54-50. South Royalton has the lead. Nevin Fulcher to inbound. In for David Manning. He'll take the little pop. Banker won't drop. And Hazen the bound. They'll get it out and ahead to LeMay. Almost taken away by Fulcher. They'll scramble. Timeout. No, Bill Noyes did not see.
Yep.
Bill Noyes did not see the timeout signal. It was called for, but Noyes, the official, was behind the play, which no problem with that. And he couldn't see. He was shielded by the player's body. He made the right call. He called him traveling.
Yep.
1:44 to go in the third. 54-50. South Royalton in the lead. Paul Manning outside. He'll try to go around LeMay. He'll pull up for the jumper and get it.
Well, this period belongs to Paul Manning, 8 points.
56-50 South Royalton. McCarthy bowls over a body. He knocked down Farnsworth, no whistle. Outside for Southworth. Nope, couldn't knock it down, and on a rebound, the whistle. I believe it's on South Royalton and on Manning. But it's going to go on Manning.
His third.
Paul Manning. And that will be not a shooting, it's not a shooting violation, so they'll get the ball out, Will Hazen. 1:13 to go in the third, 56-50. South Royalton has the lead.
Tell you, the calmest looking person in the joint is Jeff Thomas, South Royalton coach.
Yeah, he's had the same countenance the whole time, hasn't he? 3 ball, Judkins off the mark. And length of the court to South Royalton on the air ball. Boy, this place is jammed to the rafters. People sitting next to one another got to be very friendly because they are jammed in. Minute 10 to go in the third, 56-50.
19-11 run for the Royals here in this quarter.
Nevin Fulcher, nice move. Underneath, looked like Farnsworth. It is. Doesn't get the bucket, will go to the line.
Big Patrick McCarthy. No, they're going to call it instead.
Let's see what they're going to call that one on. Because
Tristan
Southworth. You could have picked anybody in a white shirt.
Yeah. It's a shooting foul. More importantly, with a minute to go in the third quarter, that's 5 team fouls on the Hazen Wildcats.
And on the line is Wes Farnsworth.
Interesting style. Free throw.
File that under one of my favorite cliches. They don't ask how, they ask how many, because it went through.
This is almost like a shot put.
It is, yeah. But whatever works for him, the 6'4" junior, Wes Farnsworth to the mark again. Back end of the two-shot violation, did not get that one to fall. McCarthy for Hazen, up for LeMay. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Hazen not getting rattled. They've got their big guy on the bench. Now backdoor play underneath. Nice move to Tristan Southworth. I'm surprised Southworth didn't dribble back out and take a three.
It's his first 2 of the game.
Right, loose ball scramble. Hazen's got it back. 37 seconds to go, and we've got a foul against South Royalton. It looks like Nevin.
Nick Enright.
No, Enright's going to pick it up, right. That'll be the second team foul on South Royalton. Hazen will get it in. That kind of brought a little sanity there for a moment to the game. Let it slow down just a whisker. 32 seconds to go here in the third. Tristan thought about the 3 ball, didn't take it.
What Tristan did was he drew the defender off his feet, and that opened up a lane for the pass.
Eddie Kish took the pass, didn't get the shot, did draw the foul. And he will get 2 shots. That one is on Farnsworth. It's his first. And so Kish will go to the free throw line. He's yet to score in the ball game.
Hazen, this will be just their second free throw of the game.
27 seconds remain in the third quarter. 57-52, South Royalton. Kish got it. Now notice you talk about free throw shooting styles. Okay, Kish backed up, then he sets himself. He's got his routine down. Sets himself right at the right spot. 27 seconds to go in the third, and Kish got them both.
Come to think of it, we've only seen 7 free throws combined in this entire game.
57-54. The 3-point advantage belongs to South Royalton. They were down at halftime by 2. They now lead it by 3 with time running out in the quarter with under 10 seconds. Nevin Fulcher way outside with 5 seconds, drives in, off into the near corner. There's Enright's shot. Nope, tipped outside and put back up by Cross. Not there. And the third quarter is done, and after 3, it's South Royalton 57 and Hazen 54. Just let that crowd go for a second. You can hear the excitement, electricity here at the Barry Auditorium. Boys Division III finals. South Royalton and Hazen, 3-point ball game with South Royalton in the lead. Number 2 seed South Royalton, number 1 seed Hazen. We got 8 minutes of regulation. You want to take any bets on overtime, right?
No, it could very well be. It wouldn't surprise me.
Fulcher starts in and travels.
I tell you, look at a game like this, the enthusiasm of the crowd makes you realize this is really what high school basketball is all about. That's why the kids play the game.
This is why the kids start sometime in November. Nice play across the court underneath for Judkins, and he rolls it in.
Surprisingly, the first 2 points of the game for Dan Judkins.
He had a big game the only time these 2 teams met this year. Inside for Manning. That's Paul Manning, and he draws a foul. Did he draw
I think that's
Mader?
on Mader. That's his 4th.
Whoa.
That's a big question now for Aaron Hill. Does he yank him right now? And it looks like he's going to.
I think he will. I would take him out till about the 5-minute mark. Take a look and then see what the situation is. See if they can stay close without him in there. They're down by 1, 57-56. And Manning missed the free throw. Paul Manning with 8 points tonight, or this afternoon to be more precise. Farnsworth comes out, and White comes in for South Royalton. Mader comes out. And did they put McCarthy back in? I had my head down. McCarthy came back in?
White came back in, and it is McCarthy back in for Hazen, yep.
McCarthy and Kish man the parallels down low for Hazen. They didn't need to worry too much about that. As that one dropped through it, it's a 58-56 lead, 2-point lead for South Royalton. Here's LeMay on top. Now Southworth way outside, a lot of room between him and Nevin Fulcher. Southworth, now Fulcher comes out to greet him. Judkins got Manning there with him. Let's watch the battle down low, Ray.
Boy, they're banging, I'll tell you.
Between Manning and we got a hell ball.
That was a good play by Paul Manning. He tied it up.
And David Manning and McCarthy were crashing, and Paul Manning also in there.
All these down low postmen are going to feel it tomorrow. And once again, Paul Manning's quick hands.
Yep, knocked out of bounds. 6:59 to go ball game. 2-point lead for number 2 South Royalton. LeMay going to want to call the set play. Going to take the handoff back from Kish. Hazen trying to get the motion offense in motion. Not a lot happening under the basket. High post from McCarthy comes back outside. Kish baseline move, doesn't get it. And Jordan White pulls it down for South Royalton. Here's Nevin Fulcher. Paul Manning, he'll go up over 2 defenders and get 2.
He is the 3rd player for South Royalton in double figures.
And all of his points are in the second half. 60-56 South Royalton, 6:13 to go in the ball game. But we got a long way to go in this one yet. Inside McCarthy. One pass too far.
What a block.
Swatted out. Kish. Now was that David
Manning?
Yep,
David Manning swatted it away.
One pass too far. McCarthy should have taken a shot. Mader's coming back in.
You can see how much they miss him in their offense.
He's playing with 4 personal fouls.
And if you're South Royalton, you're going to go right at
Right, in it coming. There he is. He missed the bunny underneath.
He was too close, though. He was too far into the basket.
Paul Manning going to go around Judkins and miss it.
Jump ball.
Hell ball is going to go to South Royalton.
Mader was under the basket too far when he tried that little short bunny down at the other end.
Now, Ray, I don't want to talk about advertising your age, but jump ball. Manning, Paul Manning. Oh, in and out off the glass. Well, neither team afraid to fire it up from 3-point land, and Manning goes for the steal, doesn't get it.
That is his 4th personal foul.
So now, each team with a key player with 4 fouls. At this juncture, the way this ball game has gone, Paul Manning seems to have more of a supporting cast than Mader does at this juncture. Not that there's a difference in talent or anything. It seems that we've had a more evenly distributed offense from South Royalton. Getting a running start. They're going to call a travel? No,
Nevin Fulcher.
Oh, Kish just cranked it up and took off. It was NBA dunk time. He was just going to go for the gusto. Got a running start and drew the foul. So Kish will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the line.
We talked a few moments ago about how South Royalton had no fouls in the second half. And in 3 minutes, they picked up 5.
5:32 to go in the ball game. Going to see Adam Lyman coming in for South Royalton. Eddie Kish to the mark, a 6-foot senior.
He's 3 for 3 from the line.
60-57. Lyman will replace Paul Manning for South Royalton.
See how much that affects the South Royalton offense.
So Eddie Kish back into the 2-shot violation with 5:32 to go in the ball game. And he didn't get that one. South Royalton the rebound, and David Manning. Now Fulcher will walk it up. Fulcher going to clear people around as he swings to the right. Goes to go to Manning, backdoor on the baseline. Manning almost lost it, picks it up, double dribble. Yep. Going to call a double dribble. He thought it was touched by a Hazen defender. Official disagreed. Official won.
It's nice to see the official take the time to explain it to him afterwards.
5:15 remaining.
It is, in the way this game has gone back and forth, Bill, a lifetime.
All right. Tristan Southworth for LeMay. Judkins. Top of the key, Southworth for three. And tipped outside to Nevin Fulcher, who had trouble but retains. Fulcher will catch up with it, drive right inside and get two.
20 points for Nevin Fulcher.
What an effort by Nevin Fulcher on that particular play. Another steal by
That should have also been a
Royalton.
backcourt violation before the steal.
Well, Lyman wound up with it for South Royalton, and the Royals in possession. 4:36 to go in the ball game. 62-57, South Royalton. It's for White. Jordan White working on McCarthy. Goes inside. McCarthy got a piece of it and blocked it. Clean block. South Royalton up by 5 with 4:19 left to go in regulation time.
Aaron Hill urging his offense to slow it down, settle down. We got plenty of time.
Mader set to check in for Hazen on the next whistle, as is Farnsworth for South Royalton. Getting a running start inside and rolling it through is Eddie Kish. Boy, from up here, it looks like he's taken about 2 extra steps, but the officials aren't saying that, so therefore it's not violation. Manning, no. Tipped up, chased down near side for Fulcher, or cross rather, inside Farnsworth. Jordan White got it. There's Hazen trying to counter for 3 from Judkins. Rebound Jordan White for South
Boy, I'll
Royalton.
tell you what, Hazen really misses Brad Mader down low.
64-59. Mader's getting ready to come in. They haven't had the opportunity to slow it down and stop it. Inside, yes, for Jordan White. Timeout. Hazen, 3:21 to go ball game. 66-59, South Royalton. That was White, wasn't it? 3:21 to go in the ball game. 66-59 in favor of South Royalton.
One of the things you notice here, Bill, is that Hazen with Mader with 27 points and Tristan Southworth with 14 are doing the bulk of the scoring for the Wildcats. South Royalton right now has 4 players in double figures and 1 other player just a hoop away. They're spreading the offense around. It goes back to your point about a better supporting cast. And this place is loud.
Well, Brad Mader back in the lineup for Hazen right at midcourt right now, but 66-59, a 7-point lead for South Royalton with 3:17 to go. There's McCarthy. No. Rebound for Farnsworth for South Royalton. To Fulcher.
South Royalton doesn't make it to the finals very often, only their second visit. First time was in '95 and they won. 10 years later.
Fulcher threads the defense. What a pretty play.
He's been doing that his whole career.
Oh my. Fulcher, what a beautiful play. Well, with 2:55 left to go.
11-5 this quarter in favor of the Royals.
68-59. Mader in a crowd. Got it.
And one.
And one. That's an inside joke at the auditorium, folks, but so 2:49.
And one.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Foul was on Wes Farnsworth.
So Farnsworth, what's that? His
2.
second?
His 2.
Yeah. Not
Mader looking for point number 30.
Didn't get that one to go down. Inside Paul Manning. Now every possession becomes crucial for Hazen. 7-point lead for the Royals. Fulcher for Farnsworth. There's David Manning, double team. Outside Paul Manning. Into the paint, shoots over Mader, no. Rebound is volleyball tipped up in the air and controlled by Hazen. Out to LeMay. Underneath for Kish.
David Manning picks up his 3rd personal.
Kish will go back to the line. Still a long time left in this one yet, the way Hazen can fill it up.
That's absolutely right.
68-61 in favor of South Royalton. So Soro in the lead.
Kish has 5 points, all of them here in the second half.
And Kish is on the line. See if he can chip into that lead. He does on the first one.
Adam Lyman in and Wes Farnsworth out.
Lyman has provided a spark for this South Royalton team when he's come in today. Farnsworth has on occasion as well. Lyman is a 5'10" senior.
And Lyman, one of those guys who proves the point you don't have to be heavily into the scorebook to have a difference in the game.
Exactly. Kish. Got it. Got them both.
He's 5 of 6 from the line. You don't want to put him on the line.
To a 5-point ball game. Manning, that's Paul Manning. You'll find Nevin Fulcher, who will start in and work to his left. Fulcher, watched by Judkins, coming up on 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Fulcher way outside. And we got a reaching in personal foul on Tristan Southworth. That will send Fulcher to the line with a 1-and-1.
That's 3 on Southworth.
So we'll see. Fulcher yet to go to the free throw line.
That's his first one. Matter of fact, South Royalton's only gone to the line 6 times tonight.
And this is a 1-and-1. See what Fulcher can do. What do you have Fulcher for? 20?
I have Fulcher right now with 22 points.
22.
Add 1 to
23.
that list.
69-63.
He got
South
25 in the semis. This could be point number 24 in the finals.
5'9" senior banks that one through.
It's a 3-possession game. That's what makes that free throw so important.
Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And now South Royalton doesn't want to play too tight, D, and put them on the line for freebies. They want to make them work it down. It was into Mater, tipped loose. Picked off by Nevin Fulcher.
And a nice tip by David Manning.
Fulcher goes around
Hazen in a
Southworth.
position where they have to foul. They cannot let it go too long.
They got to stop the clock. 1:33 to go in the ball game. Fulcher, that's the last guy they want to put on the line.
And that's exactly where Sohor wants the ball.
And
Pushing foul finally.
the whistle is called. The foul is called. Whistle blows. Maybe they got Cross going to the line.
Yeah.
Looks like Lee Cross, 5'10" senior.
Brad Mater is fouled out.
Brad Mater will finish his high school career.
29 points, and what, I mean, I hate to use the term, it's overused, but what a heroic effort today. Carry that team.
So Brad Mater. I had him as a senior. I'm hearing noises in the back. He's only a junior. Maybe I'm incorrect. I've been wrong before. Doesn't happen often, but you know.
Well, Cross misses that free throw.
Cross missed it, and South Royalton went to get it back. And we got a timeout.
Had a timeout called before anything happened. That's South Royalton's first timeout.
Yep, he is
No,
a senior.
timeout's called by, what did they call the timeout by Hazen?
30-second timeout, 1:20 to go. Well, maybe Aaron Hill wanted to regroup and say, okay, here's what we got to do with our different guys in there.
There's 80 ticks of the clock left. They need, it's a 3-possession game.
70-63. South Royalton leading Hazen.
Mater in the 2 games here at the auditorium, 53 points.
Wow.
Nevin Fulcher right now working on 49 points here at the 2-game tournament.
Well, South Royalton's fans on their feet, and I'm sure Hazen's fans are going to join them in a minute. Hazen will take it the length of the court. Bringing it up is LeMay, and he is fouled. Cross went for the steal.
His first. That's going to put LeMay at the line now.
Now, this is the last thing that South Royalton wants to do, is to put them on the line with the clock stopped and a chance to chip away at the lead. 1:16 left to go in the ball game. 70-63, South Royalton. We started out with a 24-24 first quarter, and it's been like that most of the way. There was a little dry spell towards the third. In and out by LeMay. Rebound South Royalton, 1:13 left to go. And Nevin Fulcher will dribble and try to force the foul. Underneath, all alone is Lyman. Adam Lyman, I'm glad to see him get a bucket, because he has worked his heart out, gets into the scorebook.
Yep.
He came in and made a difference. Key point in the ball game. Whoa! Three-point attempt. Boom. For Southworth.
That is his 5th of the game.
He is a full master mad bomber. Man, 5 3-point plays, 47.4 to go. Timeout on the court, 72-66. It's not impossible for Hazen. It's
No,
unlikely.
it's not. Not impossible.
Not impossible.
If you're South Royalton, you want to leave the ball in the hands of Nevin Fulcher, who is probably one of the best ball handlers in the state of Vermont, regardless of division. Plus, if you're going to have the foul, you want him on the line.
Well, it's a 2-possession ball game to even it up. So if South Royalton draws the foul and gets 1 free throw, that changes the whole complexion.
Yep.
I thought our cameraman was stamping his feet to root for one team or the other, but apparently it's the fans underneath us.
I don't know that I've ever heard this place this loud.
It really is rocking. No doubt about it.
Who is stamping? Is that Mac?
No, it's it's the folks underneath us. Possibly the officials where they're sitting down low. And South Royalton, Manning is grabbed. Kish didn't have a choice. He had to stop the clock. 42.5 seconds left. And Kish can just about, well, he can dim the lights with 1 shot and he can put them out with 2.
Manning was scoreless in the first half. He had 8 in the third quarter. He's got 3 here in this one. And he can, with 1 free throw, I think, just about ice this.
This will make it a 3-possession game if he hits 1. Well, if he hits 2. Nope, missed it. And now comes Manning. Back out with it. He's grabbed again quickly by Kish. A couple seconds ticked off the clock. And that's the 10th team foul. That means it's 2 shots.
2 shots now.
So 2 are automatic here.
According to my records, and they may not be totally correct, South Royalton has not called a timeout this entire game.
I don't have them with 1 either.
Nope.
They've taken advantage of when Hazen has called them.
Yep.
Yes, there's 1 poured through by David Manning. Or Paul Manning, excuse me.
12 points for Paul.
And he'll get 1 more. 73-66. Manning got it. 74-66 South Royalton. And Hazen throws it away. 39 seconds to go in the ball game. South Royalton will get it out near center court. Paul Manning to put it in play. 39 seconds to go, 39.1 to be precise. Into Fulcher in the backcourt. He's the last guy they want to foul. Fulcher will try to chew up some time on the clock. 30 seconds to go. Fulcher still with it. Trying to go for the steal of Southworth. He won't get it. He'll commit the foul. And that'll be 2 for Nevin Fulcher. South Royalton's going to win it. They will be the Division III champions in the year 2005.
You know, you would think Jeff Thomas would enjoy this so much he'd do it more often than once every 10 years.
He doesn't look, he looks like ho-hum. This is it, Fulcher missed the first.
Nevin still has a chance to duplicate his 25-point performance in the semifinals with this free throw.
He'll get 1 more. 25.6 left to go in the ball game. And Nevin Fulcher got it. 75-66, definitely 3 possessions for Hazen. They got to get it up and down in a hurry. As Judkins know, inside the putback is good by Kish. 12 seconds to go in the ball game. And I thought I heard a whistle early, but I guess they did finally blow the whistle down as Lyman will go to the free throw line. That fouls on Dan Judkins. At the conclusion of this game, we'll have Ray Lemire give you his individual scoring. And we'll bid him adieu as he heads down the interstate towards Dartmouth College here for an evening affair. This is our company doing 3 games here in 1 day. Lyman missed it. 8.7 seconds to go. And we will see Chavonnet come in for Hazen. And Dan Judkins will come out McCarthy will come out. Adam Lyman has 2 points this afternoon, make it 3. 76-68. Time running out. South Royalton's going to win it.
How appropriate it wind up in his hands.
Nevin Fulcher's hands. That's right. He throws it in the air. Final score is South Royalton 76 and Hazen 68.
Unbelievable. The number one has fallen. Leading scorer in the game and a warrior. Brad Mader with 29 points for the Hazen Wildcats. 17 for Tristan Southworth. He had 5 3-pointers. 9 points for Eddie Kish, all in the second half. 6 points for Troy LeMay. 3 for Jamon Smith. 2 for Dan Judkins, and 2 for Patrick McCarthy. For the state champion South Royalton Royals, 25 points for Nevin Fulcher, 13 points for Paul Manning, 14 points for Lee Cross, 10 points for Jordan White, 8 points for David Manning. You talk about balance. And 3 apiece for Wes Farnsworth and Adam Lyman.
Well, that's going to do it for our part of it. Final score once again is 76-68. South Royalton defeats Hazen for the Division III crown. I'm Bill Croney speaking for Ray Lemire, saying thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast of things. And now let's go down onto the court for the post-game ceremonies.
This is the real executive director. This was the invitation executive this afternoon. This is Executive Director Ray Pellegrini, and I made him executive director, and he got a raise at halftime. He is actually the director of student affairs and activities. This is Bob Johnson, and there will be